So I'd like to, remind ourselves that connection is about curiosity. So a couple of insights. So I just want to, to walk away with and want anyone to walk away when they listen to this or watch this. Connection is about curiosity. Let's start finding ways to ask better questions of ourselves and of others. Connection is about empathy. I know everyone has a story, everyone has things going on in their world, but being empathetic and understanding that another human being maybe is in front of you, that is a beautiful way to connect it. It just kind of drops everything else out of the way that's irrelevant. And it just reminds you that we're literally in the same space right now. We're both human beings. We're trying to figure it out. Connection is about trust. If we don't have trust, we don't have anything. I'm sure there's lots of people who understand that, who know that, and who have lived or been burned by having to figure that out. If we don't have trust, you really can't do anything with anybody. So let's find better ways to trust ourselves, have better discernment of ourselves with others, and that'll I believe that will help us connect better with people. And connection is about a shared humanity. Your clients need to be able to see your values. They need to be able to see that you're a human being, not just a business. I know, we're there to make money or, to earn an income. We have families, we have goals, but people need to understand that they're more than just a number. Just like I'm sure we individually also want to be treated that way. It's about putting ourselves back in the other seat. So a few questions that I would love to, have us ask ourselves. And these will be state of mind questions to kind of recenter ourselves throughout the week. What can I do to prepare to better connect with others? How do I tap into what home ownership means to me? Home ownership or property ownership, whichever you feel comfortable with. How can I connect with someone I've just met in a way that builds trust? What has connection already taught me about myself? How can I help my clients better understand their own needs, fears, and goals? How can we connect with our past to better shape our futures? And if I were the client, how would I want to be connected with? Whether as a first-time buyer, someone refinancing, or someone inheriting a property. So these are just a few questions, to bring back with your, to take back to yourself anytime you want to sit down and just really hone in on what, if you're not sure what to do next, ask yourself a question. Literally, I ask myself questions all the time. I look like a crazy person. I talk to myself, but I'm asking myself, God within me, I don't know what the next thing to do. So the best way to figure out what to do is to ask a question so that you can get an answer. Let's ask the questions. So I'm trying to do this a little bit more. Journaling has never been something that I have been able to consistently do, but I know I get a lot out of it anytime I actually do. So I'm going to work on doing this more. So I think that's a practical tool that I'm going to put into practice. I don't know if anybody else will as well. Maybe you can do those questions that we just, that I just asked. Those can be journaling prompts. Maybe instead of just like going off and not, if you don't know what you should kind of brain dump, use a question to prompt what it is that you want to get out of you. Another tool that helps, maintain connections. And I'm sure a lot of people already know this, a CRM. Customer relationship management tool to make sure that when you speak with someone, note down what it is that you talked about. So the next time you speak with them, you can remind yourself what it was, or maybe you can follow up with them on something that's not related directly to the business that you're in. I'm going to be a loan officer and I'm following up on a certain document, but I know my last conversation with my client was that their son or daughter had like a gymnastics meet or a track meet or something like that. I might ask like, hey, how was the meet? How did they do? Like, I would love for someone to ask me that because it reminds me that they're not just, looking to get some money from me, but they actually see me as a person. Like things that are going on in my life matter along with me